Good morning. Happy Saturday. Oh my goodness, it's not even morning. It's like late afternoon. That's what happens when you sleep till 10:30, which I did today, and it was amazing. Jacob's soccer game was canceled, so Michael tried to wake me up at 7 to work out. I was like, it's not happening today. Today I'm sleeping in. So, good afternoon. Okay, I have to tell you guys what happened today when I went running with Christian, because this is something that would only happen in our house. It would only happen to our family. So if you're getting on, let me know that you're here. Just either throw a comment in the comment box or put a like or a heart, or they have that pretty little flower now. So if you want to just drop me something, let me know that you're here. I'm going to give it just a second to let some people get on. Man, I'll tell you what, this is why running, I fully believe, is bad for your health. It's never good. It never ends well for me. I either get hurt or stuff like this happens. We had people stopping to ask if we were okay. That's how bad, well, it's not that bad, but I guess it looked worse than it was. So I sort of busted my elbow just a little bit when I was in the class in Fredericksburg earlier this week. I think I overextended when I was hitting the bag, so my elbow has been really painful ever since. I've been trying to take it easy. But this morning I decided I was going to just go, or it wasn't even this morning really, it was this afternoon, but decided I was going to go and do legs. Got through Body Beast legs, and because we're running a race next weekend, I thought, you know what, I should probably run a little bit before a race on Saturday. So I came home and I asked everybody if they wanted to go running. My oldest son was the only one that begrudgingly said yes. So we take off out of our neighborhood, and we were going to do about 5 miles. We get approximately, I'm really bad at distance, but maybe like a half a mile down the road. We brought the dog, which was mistake number one. Actually, the dog was the cause of 2 of the 3 incidents that happened while we were running. So we get about a half a mile down the road, and I hear this skidding noise behind me. Now, I don't have the dog. Christian had the dog, and he's behind me, and I hear this literally like skin on cement noise. And I turn around, and Christian is sprawled out on the sidewalk, and the dog is just like, the dog is having the best time ever. Christian is laid out on the sidewalk. Well, because I'm a great mom, I start laughing. And it's sort of my reaction when bad things happen. I tend to laugh. You can ask my mom about this. She got really injured one time, and I couldn't stop laughing. And it's not that I'm insensitive, although she may disagree. I just, like, that's my reaction, is to laugh first when things happen, and then kind of ask if people are okay. So I'm kind of not really like the best person to be around when you get hurt. I'm probably going to laugh at you first and then try to help you. So that's what I did. I turn around and I'm kind of like laughing. I'm trying not to, but I'm kind of laughing a little bit. And I'm like, are you okay? And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't understand why are you sprawled out on the sidewalk right now? Well, apparently what happened was, I don't even really know. I think what happened was the dog cut in front of him, and he sort of did this like little leap step to get over the dog. Then the dog came back across the other way, which in midair then tripped him up, and he went sprawling onto the sidewalk. So I'm bent over. I was laughing, I'm not gonna lie. I was laughing, I couldn't help it. And this car drives by, and it's a mom. She's clearly a better mom than I am, because she rolls her window down, and as I'm laughing, and she's like, oh, is he okay? Is he gonna be okay? And I'm like, oh girl, he's fine. He's fine. You're good. Go ahead and keep going. She looked appalled, and Christian's looking at her like, please help me. I'm laughing. I couldn't help it, guys. It was so funny. So he gets up. He's got a big old cherry scrape up on his butt cheek. The side of his shin is just a little bit scratched. There's no blood anywhere, so it wasn't like terrible, but his hand was a little bit scratched up. So we stood there for a second. I was like, do you want to go home? We can totally go home. We're not far from the house. So if you're really hurt, let's go home. He's like, I don't know. I don't really know what I want to do. I'm still laughing. I am still laughing. I have never went running with somebody and them just sprawl across the sidewalk because they tripped over a dog. So he decides that we're going to keep going. So I'm so proud of him, right? Because we had a goal, 5 miles. We're only half a mile in. He's already sprawled the sidewalk. So, I don't know, fast forward maybe another mile. So we've gone about 1.5 miles now. The dog has to poop. Of course she has to poop. We tried to get her to poop before we left the house, but of course she waits till we're in the middle of a field with no trash can, because we did bring bags. So I'm like, Christian, you're going to have to carry the poop. Because now I have the dog. I was like, I'm not carrying dog poop while we run. So you're going to have to carry the bag of poop. So he's got the poop and he's just swinging the poop. And I'm like, can you stop swinging the poop? Like, it's gross, number one. And number two, you're going to smack me with it and then we're going to have to fight. So I'm like, just hold it closer to the poop in the bag so that it's not flinging everywhere. Well, he doesn't listen. So we continue. There's a gas station on post. So he has to go to the bathroom because, you can't run 2 miles with a kid without them having to go pee. So we stop at the gas station. He turns around and he goes, there was a hole in the bag and I'm covered in poop. You guys, he had dog poop all over his shirt, just splattered dog poop all over his shirt, all over his shorts. It was on his arm. I'm so embarrassed because if you had just said to me oh my gosh, there's dog poop everywhere, I'm covered in dog poop, I would have been like, okay, that's gross, go wash off. But no, instead, he has to yell it in the parking lot of the gas station. So everybody turns around as he's got this bag of poop and he is literally splatter paint of dog poop all over him. So I'm like, go in the bathroom in the gas station and wash off. So he goes in the gas station. I'm standing there waiting with the dog. I don't know, a couple minutes later, he comes back out, and he's just like panicked. He's got his hands up. He's got dog poop everywhere. I said, why didn't you wash off? They won't let me use the bathroom. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? Scrap the run. We're going home. Let's just run home. We're maybe 1/2 mile from the house. We have had an accident where you sprawled out on the sidewalk. Now you are completely splatter painted in dog poop. I think God is telling us to go home. This run was not meant to be. So hey Sylvia. So we start running home. We're probably, I don't know, like I said, I'm bad at judging distance. Maybe 1/2 mile from the house. It starts to rain. It starts to rain. Why wouldn't it rain? Why would that not happen to us? So Christian's like, of course it's raining. Why wouldn't it rain? I'm like, you know what? You should use, it wasn't heavy, it was just a little bit, but I was like, you should use the rain to wash the poop off of your arms and your hand. And so at this point, we are laughing so hard because it's just, this stuff doesn't happen to anybody else. Normal people can go on a little jog. It's not a big deal. No one's going to fall and get hurt. No one's going to look like they bathed in dog poop. The rain, give or take, it's a little cloudy outside. It's somewhat to be expected that it was going to rain. But seriously, you guys, how does this happen? And why? Why does this happen to us? I don't understand. It was crazy. It was so funny though. And the best part of the whole thing wasn't even him being splattered in dog poop. The best part was the mom in her minivan stopping to ask if we were okay. And me just laughing I'm a bad mom. I can't help it. It was hilarious that he was sprawled out across the sidewalk. Anyway, I just had to share that. And just to say, you know what? Happy Mother's Day. Mother's Day. Being a mom is very interesting. It's never a dull moment, whether you have 1 kid or you have 8 kids, whatever their gender is. Every child brings a certain level of entertainment, frustration, joy, sadness, all of it. It all is encompassed into our kids in one way or another. And I just have to laugh today thinking, where would I be if I weren't a mom? What would I be doing with my life right now? I don't know. It's just kind of a crazy ride that you just don't ever really want to get off, right? you never want it to end. And I'm so thankful for the laughs that my kids provide me. I am grateful for, I don't know, it's just a funny afternoon. And, you know, through it all, we just, on our little jog, we laughed, we talked, we, what can you do? You can't even get mad. Even when he was flinging the dog poop around, like, thank God it didn't get on me. If it had gotten on me, I'd have been pissed. But it didn't get on me, but it did, however, get all over him. So he had kind of a crappy day, but anyway, happy Mother's Day to all of my friends, to all of the moms and grandmas and great grandmas and, you know, even aunts, and to everybody. Happy Mother's Day, guys. I hope that you all have a relaxing day tomorrow. Take some time to sleep and let other people pamper you. And I'm just so blessed to have all of you in my life and to be able to see all of your kids growing up on Facebook. It's crazy to think of where we came from. Some of you I've known for so very long. And fairy godmothers. As Jacob calls Katie his fairy godmother. All right, you guys have a great day. I hope that our afternoon, no more excitement. We've had enough for one day. You guys have a great day. Happy Mother's Day.